feel stressed, unhealthy, and lost. You feel like no one understands you. You feel stuck in the matrix, stuck in the trap, and don't know how to get out and stay out. You want to take your power back, understand and live from your spiritual side. You know there's more to your spirituality than just religion, and you feel like you need more knowledge, but there's no one to teach you in a way that makes sense and doesn't take years. You are not crazy. Life doesn't have to be this way. There's more to it, and you're finally awake. My name is Dr. Lisa Brewer, and I help people just like you every day to live their divine life, walk in their divine purpose, and unleash their divine nature to lead fulfilled lives. And in just 2 short days, we will take you from novice to divine god or goddess. We will help you tap into the cosmic energy that you know is there and activated within you. We will teach you how to use the If I Can method of handling limiting beliefs. Now, If I Can stands for identify, forgive. You see, when you identify your limiting beliefs and the injuries that cause them, forgive those that incurred those energies and injuries on you, and most importantly, forgive yourself, you internalize that healing and then transmute that energy. Then you begin to create a whole new world, a whole new perspective, and find the motivation to move forward in your divine purpose. We will help you create the mindset and energy shifts for speedy manifestation. We will help you activate your spiritual and psychic abilities. And yes, we all have them, Divine One. You see, over the course of these 2 days, we will teach you meditation methods specific to living and working in the astral and activation of your light language. We will give you an introduction to sacred gear and how to use it to unlock the mysteries of your divine nature, and so much more. In addition, I have put together a special divine box just for you. In it, you will find an Oregon sphere with black and black tourmaline within to protect you from negative energies and EMF, a special 7-chakra Merkaba crystal, and some really beautiful sacred geometric crystals, all for use with meditation and gritting. All of this has been chosen for all of my divine gods and goddesses, including incense and maybe even a few surprise gifts. If you want to start living in your divine nature, sign up for this 2-day virtual event, July 24th through the 25th, 2021. You can go to my website, and register. The cost is only $222 for over 14 hours of instruction, and the divine box, let me tell you, is by itself worth over $50 in value. So don't wait to do this though, beloved, because space is limited. Your divine is calling. Are you ready to unleash your divine potential?
Come along, rise and shine. Come along and rise and shine. Come on and shine. Come along and ride on him. Light worker Johnny. Light worker Johnny. Yeah. Come along and ride on him. Light worker Johnny. Yeah.
How about that? Is that better? Is that better? Hello. All right. Good deal. I think we're back. I want you guys to get your popcorn and get ready because we're going to have a really interesting conversation tonight. I have backstage a new friend of mine that was introduced to me, Stefan Bartolik, and I'm going to let him come on and discuss with you or introduce himself. But what we're going to talk about tonight, as you can see from the thumbnail, is can you, in fact, channel your own higher self? Can you channel your own spirit, your own awareness in much the same way that we channel other entities, other spirits, other energies? And Stefan has just introduced me to this wonderful world of awareness meditation. And it's something that we're going to be doing more of here on this channel. But, you know, I like to bring the deep to you guys, and I like to bring you some new information and some ways that we can, in a more authentic, integral, and very pure way, interact with spirit. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Let everybody know we're live. They can catch us live on Facebook, on YouTube. And I'm going to bring Stefan here up to the stream.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. It's an honor to be with everybody. I began this journey of awareness back in the year 2018 when I met Israel Santana Kelly. He invited me to his group chats, and he had this group of people that were just sitting around in a circle. They were going in meditation. And when they would get deep into the meditation, an inner voice that was a part of them would come forward and speak. But it wasn't really them. And it really wasn't a spirit taking over them. It was truly their higher self. It was truly their true nature within. It took me a long time to grasp it. And it took me a long time to understand. But everybody's soul, in terms of the universe being connected, is like a drop of water being a part of the ocean that never left that ocean. That ocean being the fabric of the universe, and the universe being them, is what would be realized in this meditation. When they would bring it forward, it would be all-knowing. It would be all-seeing. There would be no limitations of quantum physics, time, human labels, race, gender, none of it would be in the way. And the timing was not always impeccable because it came with patience. It came with virtue, and it came with its own loving nature in a way of a sense. So I began to learn it myself, and I shared it with other people. And I've helped many people in their journey, including being able to connect to loved ones. When you're in this meditation, you can actually see, hear, speak, and engage with loved ones who passed on. You can also see issues that are going on with your physical body, and you can help the process of aiding removing it in the process. There are so many things that you can do with this meditation. It's phenomenal. It really is.
And through you and your guidance, I've been able to experience this. And we actually had recorded a session. It's been probably a couple of weeks, but we're gonna play some of that so that people can experience that. I want to go back to some of these concepts just to make sure that we're understanding what awareness meditation really is. So we know that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, right? We choose to do that. We chose to incarnate into this body, into this avatar. So if we're understanding this correctly, then the awareness meditation literally allows that true consciousness to come to the forefront rather than the interactive consciousness in the 3D. Would that be somewhat accurate?
That would be accurate to a degree. The awareness is not limited by any means of fabrications of the dimensions, because it simply is all. It simply is everything. It simply is creation itself.
Mm-hmm. So we're literally, when we do this, we're literally tapping in, we're literally connecting with the all, with creation. And the expression of that then is through awareness that is attached, if you will, to the avatar, or chosen to kind of move or animate the avatar that we are here in this third dimension. Is that closer? Oh, I'm sorry. He might not be able to hear me. You back with me?
Can you hear me still?
Yep. Now I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Someone was trying to rudely interrupt me by calling me through Messenger, so I had to hang it up. She'll probably call again in 2 minutes, but I'll hang up again. So if my screen goes blank for a second, it's just someone trying to get my attention who constantly needs my attention. But that's okay. I'm here. He can wait. He'll get a call back.
All right. All right. What I'm gonna do, because we've got that, I've got the recording here. I'm gonna share like the first part of this, and then we'll kind of talk about how we get into this meditation. I do want to make a statement though, and then you can reiterate as to the why after I show this beginning part. Please do not, other meditations that I teach you guys or that you experience with me, or other guides, doing it on your own is okay. This is not one of them though. Okay. So I do want to stress, I don't even do this meditation alone. And we'll explain why in just a second. Let me share this. Make sure that we're going to be using this, and then let's share this video file. And bear with me 1 second, guys. I had it queued up, and of course, bear with me, guys. Well, here we go. Okay, here we are. Okay.
Perfect. Greetings, everyone. My name is Stefan Bartolik. I'm here with Lisa Brewer. We're going to be demonstrating what an awareness meditation truly is. Consciousness, the force that drives the cosmic web of the universe, that simply is the universe itself, is a part of all of us. It's as simple as simplicity can be for anyone to access it. However, we can get lost in the process as time is irrelevant. It is always good to have someone grounded who is with you, who is guiding you through the meditation. When two or more gather for this experience, it creates unity and working together as a team. Consciousness is never alone. It simply is all. It simply is everything. When there is more than one of the aspect of the extension of this awareness, it guides one another, sharing information, enlightening one another, creating solutions. The human always likes to create doubts, always likes to question, and always needs reassurance. It keeps creating more obstacles, but awareness doesn't have the doubt, doesn't have the obstacles. It only has solutions. It only has forwardness. When you go within and you truly trust yourself, you truly connect yourself to this awareness being one with you, enlightening your IQ, enlightening your knowledge, enlightening your connection to the universe itself. We wish to sincerely thank you for taking this journey with us, Lisa.
Yes.
We wish for you now, as we begin, to find a comfortable position with your eyes closed. Take in a deep breath. And take out a deep breath. Take in a deep breath. And take out a deep breath. Take in a deep breath. And take out a deep breath. I would like you to imagine your favorite place in nature where you're the most comfortable by yourself, alone, where you feel safe. It can be a beach, a lake, a mountainside, a desert, or anywhere. While you're there, find a place to sit down. It can be a bench, a log, or the ground itself. As you're sitting down, stare off to the distance of the horizon. As you stare off to the distance of the horizon, a change takes place. Time slows down and stops. Here, time does not exist. Remove past, remove history. It has no purpose here. Remove it, it is not a part of the now. Remove tonight, tomorrow, schedules, hourlies, responsibilities, and the future in general. There are no concerns. There is no future, no time. Remove time. It is just a label. Without this label, there is no label of age. You are timeless, you are ageless. Remove. Remove first name, middle name, last name. Does not exist, as these are once again labels. Remove race, genders, religions. Remove nations and borders, laws, regulations. Remove. Remove concepts of education, giving, and participating in. Does not exist. Remove laws of physics, sciences, textbooks, and understanding. You are limitless, you are expressionless. You are all. Any racing thoughts that you have in the mind, thank them for being there, but telling them that they are to leave and be released as you've created them and they are to obey you. Being present but not present, taking the backstage of the mind. Only allowing peace, stillness, and awareness. Giving permission to peace, stillness, and awareness. Peace, stillness, and awareness now come to assist. We wish to remind you that you are not a physical vessel having a spiritual awakening, but a spiritual being realizing the physical existence. Your soul, like a drop of water that was always a part of the ocean, that is the ocean itself, the sea of awareness. Awareness, you are. Awareness, the fabric of the universe you are. You are one, you are all. As this awareness, we will call out to you. Consciousness is the vessel willing, ready, and allowing of this experience.
Yes.
Welcome. It is an honor to have you with us. We have a few questions for...
I'm going to pause this right here. So that whole, what Stefan just took me through is the awareness meditation process. Stefan, I want you to talk to us a little bit about what that process, give us a little more information about that process itself. Like all these steps that we're going through of removing of name and age, and why is that necessary in order to access awareness?
Usually before the human being reaches the age of 2 years old, all these labels and constructs and understandings don't really grasp. You're simply taking your mind, your body, your essence, your being back before that time. You're backtracking yourself so you can become one with where you were in your true essence. You already came into this world as you were being born, and before you were born, being your true nature, the universe itself, the where you came from the experiences that you had. When you're being taught as a young child and you're absorbing information like a sponge, you become programmed. You simply you learn a lot in the aspects through this programming for your necessary everyday life, but you're simply being trained to be a human. Before you came into this vessel, you already were your true nature. You already were that essence and that soul. Through the human experience of being trained to be a human, it pulls you further, your attention away from your soul, your attention away from who you truly are. I'm just simply leading you back to your true nature. The final part, after we walk through all those steps, removing time, removing construct, religion, race, genders, limitations, physics, education. After we remove those, I get the vessel to say yes 3 times. Is the vessel willing, ready, and allowing the experience? Yes. Is the vessel able to answer a few questions? Yes. We are now going to begin. Is the vessel ready? Is the consciousness ready? Yes. The 3 yeses also help. The number 3 is a very powerful number in creation. It's connected with Source itself. It's
You're there.
still hear me?
Yep. I got
Someone
you.
was trying. He was still trying to call me again. So it's connected with Source itself. They always called 3 the consciousness God number, the consciousness. So it helps your connection, the connection be stronger. Now, not everybody can do this. Only a good handful of people, about half of the population, can do this, and the other half can't whatsoever. We're going to talk about why you can't, why some people can't. These are usually people who are narcissistic, have a lot of karma in their life, have a lot of control issues, like to control everything in terms of other people and in terms of themselves, who like to be in control constantly, who find comfort in being in control. When someone becomes uncomfortable, when your heart is uncomfortable, your essence is uncomfortable, your being becomes uncomfortable, you're already forbidding you're already forbidding away from giving permission for awareness to come in. Which is why this is not for everybody. You know, my mom was able to do this successfully once, but her vessel kept trying to take back over. So she was really like huffing and puffing and breathing hard and heavy the whole time because she was really trying to allow the awareness to come in, but her mind and her essence was fighting it. You know, for some people can only do this for a certain amount of time. But people who are very pure of mind, very pure of heart, very pure of essence can do this with simplicity because they already were as close to Source as needed to be.
And would you say those that have, in a lot of ways, cleared out, I guess for lack of a better word, ego, and those that have practiced or done meditation to the point where they're accustomed to the out of body, right, sensation of I know I'm here, I'm breathing, like the body's still here, but the awareness of the all, or the awareness of your higher self,
Right.
consciousness, has now taken over. Does that make it easier then at that point
Oh,
to
yeah, definitely. Now, let's say an individual who tried to do this but failed at this and wanted to have this experience truly after watching other people do it. He or she could try for months or weeks, days, months, or weeks, however long it takes them to let go of that ego aspect, however long it takes them to let go of the control and to just be. It's going to take every individual a certain amount of time to get to that point. Sometimes it will take 3 times doing this meditation. Sometimes it will take years. For someone like, my grandmother or someone like a few other people I know, it could take them years to get to this point. But everybody is at their own pace. Everybody's at their own vibration and their own level.
Right. I do want to touch on this, then I'm going to play a little bit of, guys, this is the first time, so I have edited this a little bit, put names in there. I've actually not watched this back fully. So this is very interesting to me to see myself, right? so we're going to experience this all together. But I do want to touch on the reason why one should not do this on one's own, why you really should, and what your role is in assisting people in doing this meditation.
All right. Well, the reason why no one should ever do this alone, because when you remove time and you remove all the labels that were given to you as a child and you realize your true nature, you want to stay in it. You don't want to leave it. And when you don't want to leave it and you don't want to leave it behind, you'll forget to do normal things for your vessel, such as feed yourself, take care of yourself, hydrate yourself. You won't go to work the next day. You won't, you're going to miss out on your responsibilities that you signed up for as a human, which is why this is important to have someone to ground you, to bring you out of this meditation.
Yeah. And I will tell you from my own experience, guys, I think the first couple of times it was a lot more difficult to come back. I personally enjoy the astral travel anyway. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm at home. But you do need to have someone to guide you back. Much like in a hypnotic state, you need someone to guide you back out of the hypnotic state. That's the closest I can get to what this describing it. And I have a very hard time going under hypnosis. So for me, like, it's almost impossible for you to put me under hypnosis. But I'm sure there's reasons for that. I want to show a little bit more because the first part of this that we did, there was some questions I had for awareness. So I want to show you guys what this type of work, what this can do in helping you. And then, Stefan, I think I'm going to kind of go through a little bit and fast forward to what kind of the collective messages were, because that's something that I think that also that we can, if more of us do this and are able to get into this awareness space, I feel like, especially right now, it will be very appropriate and very helpful to the collective. So let me go back here and add this back to the screen.
Myself and the audience today. Generalized questions. Would you be willing to assist us?
Yes. So at this point,
Beautiful.
I'm now in the I am now, and it is awareness
once
speaking.
More ask, has the vessel now moved completely away?
Yes.
Stop right there for a sec. Her vessel, the third yes was a question that was very important. You have to make sure to do this meditation correctly that you move completely away to allow spirit to work. You have to move completely away, which is why I asked spirit, has her mind, her vessel, her being moved completely away as my final yes from her. That third yes confirms and locks it in. We need to make sure that awareness has the operative space to work, that the human is not trying to tag along and control and speak over the awareness. It has to be balanced.
Yeah, that is very, very important. That is very important. If you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to put them in the chat. We're going to play a little bit more of this. We're going to get into just a little bit more. Here we go.
Russell is going through a rough time. Right now, she's trying to stay positive with her focus on the spiritual group, the spiritual camp that she has mentioned. What information would you like to tell her? Can you address her doubts and concerns?
Her doubts and concerns are unfounded in their essence. They seem quite real to her, though. Her doubts and concerns come into play because of residual holding on to self-sabotaging nature, the self-sabotaging nature and program that was placed unknowingly within her from not only this childhood, but 2 previous lifetimes, where in those physical incarnations, she reached a great pinnacle of spiritual knowledge and teaching. However, it was not accepted in that time. However, she was ridiculed. However, she lost everything, even once losing her life, as a result of a disgruntled client. This
Yes.
she must release. In order for her to achieve, ascend, to fulfill her mission, finally in this lifetime, she must go within. She must uproot this energy. She must realize that is programming that was put there by those that wish to interfere in the completion of the mission. However, if she does this successfully and with some finality, she will find that all of the doors open. She will find her way made easy, straight. Wow. Okay. Wow. So that was awareness. Speaking to third dimensional Lisa as a result of the question or answering the question I had already given Stefan to ask. Awareness.
Correct.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how our awareness then in this meditation kind of seeing a situation deals with us? Like, I don't know if that's going to be, yeah.
Honestly, your personal awareness has a lot of pity and compassion for your struggle. Your struggle is the human seeking assurance that it's going to be okay, the human seeking validation, proof, and everything being defined down to the most minute detail. The awareness simply just brings into being by being that space to hold for it and creating for it and from it. It is the drive that is simply to be. So I would say also awareness gets a kick out of it, in terms of the way how humans react, especially during moon cycles when things get emotional, especially tonight with the strawberry moon. You've got people really going into doubt tonight. Like my partner tonight was just on the phone with me going into doubt about his own self, his own character, his own physical essence, appearance, and just butchering all of it, and just, doubting everything and wanting to give up. Because this moon's a lot about reflecting. It's a lot about looking back, but truly moving on from that and letting go. The human has contrast, struggle, and resistance to grow above that. And the awareness simply already is way past that it doesn't need it in the first place.
Right.
When you go into awareness, it can help guide you quicker and swiftly past it, to give you that energy to move past it. It really helps. It does.
That's tremendous. That is tremendous. Malika has a question. She says, it seems similar to Esther channeling Abraham Hicks, or she's saying, or is she wrong? What are there similarities to the Esther channeling Abraham Hicks or not?
I will tell you that it is almost identically exactly the same, just using a different method to get to that point.
Oh.
The only difference is Abraham and Esther Hicks are channeling a collective or a group, What we're doing is we're connecting you directly to the universe. When you ask Abraham or Esther Hicks, what could the lottery numbers be? They're going to laugh and say, no, we're not going to give you that because we want you to believe and figure it out yourself. Because Abraham and Esther Hicks are channeling a group of beings from another world that want to strengthen the human, but the human is not evolved enough to do that. Although it can create that through practice. Yes, they want you to really struggle. They want you to really grow. Now, when you ask the universe that question, they'll tell you. The universe will simply tell you, if you want the lottery numbers from this experience, you're going to get 2 to 3 numbers right each time. The key why it never really gets it 100% always is because you're going to experience time. Time is removed when we do this meditation. So factoring time is not always easy for awareness because it does not have a concept of it. Now you can come pretty close to it, and you can most certainly get it. If you keep trying and trying and trying, you will. There is more than a possibility. There's so many things you can do with awareness that are unimaginable.
So that there, now we just went down a whole rabbit hole that's extremely fascinating to me. So because there is no time because awareness is the all. So let's leave that concept in there. I have to compartmentalize some of this. When we are channeling awareness, even as is our own awareness, we are channeling the aspect of us that is a small aspect of the universe, because each of us are droplets of this great and grand, vast, infinite, energetic
It goes
sea.
deeper than that, actually.
Go ahead.
You're not really describing yourself and expressing yourself as the droplet. You're removing the aspect. As I walk you closer and closer, remove time, remove race, I actually ask you to go deeper than the water droplet. I ask you to be the universe.
Right.
And to be, yes. Hold on 1 second. I'm answering a text message, but keep talking.
Okay, I'll keep talking. So where we're at with this then is that, so where I was getting to is that, in fact, when we channel awareness, we are in fact channeling universe, because we are one with the universe. We are the all. In the Hermetic principle, teachings that I've been doing, I got one more left, right, of the 7 Hermetic principles. The very first one, which is the law of the all, it predates the actual first Hermetic principle, is that everything is the all and the all is everything. That the mind is the all and the all is the mind. In other words, that as we are manifesting and creating, and if we're employing the Hermetic principles, that means we're literally one with the universe. Okay? So when we do this actual meditation, we are then actually literally tuning into that which is the universe. We are literally tapping into the universe because we are accessing the direct pipeline that is us as we are part of the universe. Now let that blow your mind for a second. So that's what this is. So in the one sense, so Malika, much like when my Reiki master, Jeremy Anaker, I'll have him on at some point soon, he channels Rama, which is a collective energy entity. It's a collective of energies, but it's a specific collective of energies and not so much the universe itself. It is, but it isn't. But when we do this, we are channeling channeling our awareness, which is universe, one and the same. It is interesting, though, that time, because the universe exists outside of time, because the construct is time, it constructed time for our purposes. I find it interesting that then the timing can be off. So those of you that are, those of us, when you ask us, psychics, intuitive readers and whatnot, time, right? When will this happen? Sometimes, at least me, I tell you, even in the natural, that's a toughie. Because energy is so fluid and there are things that can happen in the course of this construct we call time that could then push the whole thing into a different sequence of events. I had thought, I guess initially that this was more accurate in that realm, but interestingly enough, awareness had said, given Stefan a time frame of something occurring, and he and I just talked about this last night, and I was concerned because from my perspective, it didn't in fact occur, but it just didn't in fact occur at the same time that awareness had said to him it would. And I felt like somehow this was inaccurate then, but now this explains it a little bit more for me.
No, it's never really inaccurate. It just doesn't pinpoint exactly. So let's, for example, you ask for a set of lottery numbers, okay? Those set of numbers may not be this lottery, but they could be a lottery a couple months from now or something. It's good to hold on to things and keep trying them, It's as long as the vessel is moved completely away and you're doing it with conviction and truly being and just allowing, it will come.
Yeah.
The key is removing resistance.
Yes. Very good.
And make sure the vessel is open and ready to receive. That's the biggest one.
Make sure you're ready to move yourself out of the way and receive the unmitigated truth.
Yes.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's hard to receive it. I will tell you, when I'm listening back to that, when I just listened back to that, I was like, ooh, yeah. I mean, I've known of some untimely deaths that I have met during past lives. But that kind of like brought up a different one that I hadn't really tapped into quite yet. So I had to deal with that. But anyway, okay. The other aspect of this awareness, meditation, or the possibilities, are messages to the collective. When you were working with Israel, was that part of what was being done, or should that be a main focus, or a focus for this type of meditation going forward, or channeling?
The focus is limitless. There's nothing that can be said no to. It's what you're truly allowing yourself to have, to receive. So if you're not ready for an experience like that, or an experience but if it's necessary and it's needed, or it's truly desired, it can be given. Asking you shall receive is the theme of this.
So, and we're coming up around 45 minutes. I want to give people, if there's any other questions, I'm going to see if I can find this collective message. So bear with me 1 second. And this area, and the citizens of this area. Oh boy.
The process that the awareness will guide her through. She is in good hands.
Let me stay here.
Wonderful.
Bear with me, guys. I'm not quite sure where we're at in this situation.
Back to the vessel, Stefan Bartolik.
Okay, I'm not going to have compassion on yourself. Oh, there you go, Stefan. Have compassion.
Yes, I've been taking it.
Your hands and your fingers and your toes. Okay, hang on. As well as the ascension of the earth. Here we go. Interference. Devoid of programming interference. The programming that has, if you will, this will be okay, guys. I think we're going to let this play for a little bit here.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Thank
Malika.
you.
Bear with us.
Yes.
Is there anything that you feel from the audience who will be watching this? What do you feel is their biggest question that they may be wondering, and what would you like to tell them?
This is very real. Awareness is real. Awareness is more real than your hands and your fingers and your toes. Awareness is more real than the chair that you are seated on or the earbuds in your ears you are listening with. This is but one way to connect to the infinite in a pure, sacred, and integral fashion, devoid of human interference, devoid of programming interference, the programming that has been put within you, the programming that you chose to have put within you so that you could learn to overcome it and conquer it and create, if you will, a virus for it, and then reprogram humanity, human by human, cell by cell. This is real. This is the way to step outside of yourself as your human self and step into the infinite realm of all that is and was and shall be, because it all is. It exists at the same moment in your human history. Awareness sees the creation of the earth as well as the ascension of the earth all at the same time. It is the same existence. This is a different perspective, a powerful perspective, and one that should not be taken lightly. But this is real and achievable.
Right. I agree 100,000% it is. And as I mentioned earlier, guiding people through awareness, someone should anchor for the individuals who are going within to assist in being a bridge from the consciousness to the vessels observing. Do you feel that that is the right approach?
Yes. Awareness, this awareness is awareness. The vessel can become lost or detached because your natural state is awareness. Your unnatural created state is human. You're but a puppeteer. Your awareness, but a puppeteer. It is good to have someone to bring awareness back to this vessel. This vessel in particular is confining, especially as awareness is infinite. It is good to have someone with you, your vessel, at all times.
Wonderful. There is another vessel I've been working with
I'm going to pause that there because we're getting short on time, and I don't want to. We're going to play more of this. I'm going to have more of this. I believe I'll put the whole thing or a good chunk of it up on the website, and then we'll get you guys, if you're subscribed to the website, even with the free subscription, you'll be able to get a hold of it. We're going to do some of these, though. Stefan has graciously agreed to doing some of these here on my channel for collective message purposes for now, because I don't want to get into a situation where I've got a lot of people asking a lot of questions yet. I can do this for a while, but yeah. So we might do some of that on a private level on my website. But Stefan, I've got people asking how they can experience this. Guys, also in my description, I did put the link to Stefan's YouTube channel. And I want Stefan to give us a little bit more about some of the other things, because this is fabulous, as being this grounder and this guide. But Stefan, you in and of yourself, you are intuitive, psychic, what have you. I don't want to describe you. I'd like you to describe what you'd like the people to know about Stefan, the vessel, Stefan Bartolik.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So, I am an intuitive, I am a psychic, and I do offer my services to people. You just have to send me an inbox or a message, and I'll get with you. But Facebook is where I'm located. I do go onto YouTube. I do need to reach 1,000 followers before I can go live. I don't have a desktop to go live from, it's just my device. You can reach me at my phone number. I prefer that you send me a text message first, so I know who you are. 814-504-9174. That's 814-504-9174.
And I'll put all of that in the description as well too. We'll put that out and all the links, your email address and such too. We're going to be doing more of this type of work, and hopefully on both channels. Go ahead, Stefan.
Absolutely, we will.
And Stefan, we'll get you his email. We'll allow you to let you inbox him, where you can, schedule some time with him and work with him, even in this awareness meditation realm. But it is quite profound. It is quite enlightening and illuminating, I will say, to be guided, truly guided by your higher, for lack of a better word, self. Truly being guided by the universe, the awareness. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Stefan, do you have anything else that you'd like to share? Anything that any closing thoughts or anything you'd like to share with folks tonight?
All you have to do is go within. All you have to do is allow. Remove doubt, remove fear, remove resistance, and remove control above all. And it shall be given.
Yes. Thank you so, so very much. All right, Stefan, I'm going to drop you back to the backstage. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here with us tonight. I so appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me tonight. I know this was a little different, but I really, really wanted to get this to you all. We'll get this up on the website first thing in the morning, so you can go look at the whole thing. Okay. I wanted to just put snippets up here, but we'll go to the website and you'll be able to view the whole thing there. Guys, at the very beginning of this, I did put out here, I did play the promo for the event, right? Unleash Your Divine. I moved it back a month to July 24th and 25th. Hopefully I did get to everybody and let you know. And I also reduced the price down. So the price is a total of $222. There's still of the ability to pay in 2 separate payments of $111 each. But tickets are back up for sale. So if you go to heartofinspiration.net, you'll be able to click Unleash Your Divine. It is a 2-day event, 14 hours of instruction. We have multiple different crystals and things for you to meditate with and for use in general protection and ascension. And gridding and some incense and some other things that we're putting together for the divine box. So if you're ready to unleash your divine abilities, your divine nature, I want you to go and click on that link. Okay, I want you to click on that link and I want you to register for it. Space is going to be limited because there's only so many people that we're going to work on unlocking and unleashing your psychic abilities, getting your light language activated, some pretty deep sacred geometry, tools and understandings of that, and so much more. That this is really going to be an extremely powerful event for everyone. So, but I want to be sure that I am really focused on each and every one of you. So please go and start registering for that now. Because again, I am limiting the space just so I can be sure that I am able to work with each and every one of you on an individual basis. You get me for 14 hours. That's a long time. You do not need to register again. If you've already registered, you do not need to register again. That registration will roll right over. Don't even worry about it. All right? Don't even worry about it. All right. And don't forget, Lightworker Academy is still going strong. And we are still accepting applicants for our spiritual counselor, energy healer certification program. All right. So go to linktr.ee/Heart of Inspiration. And on there, you'll find a way to connect with me for a free 15-minute consultation to see if, that entry into the academy is for you. All right. It's time for y'all to get to work. It's time. We need our light workers working. We need our healers healing. We need our counselors empowering and helping. And let's get moving. All right. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so very much. Namaste. Bye, guys.